Hi, I'm Marcey Rader, and I need to tell you the story of Helen Moses and how she went from not being an exerciser to exercising 60 minutes every day for 60 days. I am Helen's productivity and health coach, and she came to me about 2 months in and said, I just made a commitment to someone and I'm going to exercise 60 minutes every day for 60 days. I said, oh, how are you going to do that? She doesn't exercise at all. And that's a big commitment. That is not something that I would recommend as your start off commitment. And she said, well, I'm going to join a gym. But she doesn't like the gym. She already was kind of negative about it. And I put my thinking cap on. And I told her about something called Stickk. Stickk is a website that you pledge a certain amount of money, typically $100, to fulfill a commitment, whether it's no smoking or drink water, do your emails, exercise. But the $100 that you pledge will go to an anti-charity if you do not make your commitment. So it could be a right wing or a left wing. It could be the Republican Party, the Democrat Party. It could be different soccer teams. Just whatever you think is one group that could, people would donate money to, they have the opposite as well. So she started that, and I was her referee, so I also had a job, and I had to check in that she actually did them every week. But this is a quick little story of Helen's journey and Stickk. So we're going to interview Helen right now. And there she is, Helen Moses.
Hello.
So Helen, who is on her Fit bike.
That's right.
Tell us why you wanted to do this challenge.
Well, honestly, I didn't want to do this challenge at the beginning, but I got persuaded, shall I say, by my business coach who was doing something herself and as a role model, and I thought, there's probably going to be something good in it for me, so I will just do it. But I wasn't happy about it.
Mm-hmm. And what was your plan going in?
Well, my plan was, I thought I would go to a gym. I joined Planet Fitness. That wasn't a huge financial investment, so I thought I can do that. I had no idea how hard it would be. And I was really grateful for Marcey and this whole Stickk thing, because if it weren't for both you and Stickk, it wouldn't have happened.
Right. Yeah. And what was the anti-charity that you picked?
I picked for my anti-charity the NRA.
Okay. And as we went through our weeks, what were some of the things that helped you get your 60 minutes in every day?
There were actually more things than I realized possible. First of all, there was just walking around for conversations, phone calls. Of course, I started this when the weather was a little more friendly and the time of day didn't get dark so early. But I would go outside and I would pick friends that I hadn't talked to in a while, and I would have a conversation with them on the walk. I would have walking meetings with people during the day. I would dance. I would do 5-minute workouts. Marcey shared some videos with me, and also another app which I think was called Sworkit, which I tried out too. Had a variety of things to do. I did some floor exercises. Then I remembered I used to do Taekwondo. I actually have a black belt in Taekwondo.
Which I had no idea.
But then it dawned on me, oh my gosh, I can do some of these Taekwondo moves as exercise, as movement. And the time would pass pretty quickly.
And a big thing is what you're on right now.
Yes.
Which is the Fit bike.
The Fit bike.
I have this. I've had several clients that have it. And it's awesome because this is like a commercial Fit bike. But this is rubberized, so your laptop doesn't slide off. You have plenty of room. And it has a really nice seat, so you can sit comfortably on it. But what kinds of things did you do on the Fit bike to get your 60 minutes in?
Well, I'd sit up here with my laptop, and I could do email processing from here. I could watch videos that I needed to watch for business, for coaching purposes, or just for fun. I could watch those here. When the Christmas tree isn't there, I would watch TV and be on the Fit bike at the same time. I've had some phone calls on the Fit bike. I have videos being taken of me on the Fit Bike. This is actually counting toward my current exercise,
Yes.
which is Marcey's 25 and 25 challenge.
Yes. 25 minutes of exercise every day from December 1st to the 25th because it's the hardest time of year to get it in. Okay, last thing. What is the biggest thing that you think you have learned in this challenge?
I would have to be that movement isn't as hard as I thought it would be. One thing you didn't ask me about, but I wanted to share, speaking of the Taekwondo moves, is my daughter ended up in the emergency room one day in the midst of this whole 60-day challenge. And I called Marcey or texted her and I was like, what am I going to do? How am I going to get this in? I was worried because I'm like, I don't want to pay the NRA. And my daughter didn't want me to either. So Marcey said, well, I'll count marching in place or some pacing or maybe some stretching. And so I did a lot of pacing in the waiting room. And then we actually got called back to one of her rooms. And that's where I was when I remembered that I could do my Taekwondo moves. So I did those in her room in the hospital ER and got my minutes in.
And I have video to prove it, which I will also post. Helen was the only call that I took, only text and Voxer that I took during my anniversary trip because I wanted her to get through this and because she was in the hospital trying to make sure she got her minutes in.
That's right.
So, awesome. Well, I am so happy and proud of you that you went from, I don't want to do this, I hate exercise, to seeing things more as movement opportunities and that it's not as hard as it seemed.
It's not as hard. And I owe a lot of that new revelation to you, Marcey. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. So we just got to do a little picture. Thank you.
Thank you.